Okay, there's an early 60s fingerstyle song by John D Loudermilk. He wrote this tune for Chet Atkins. Chet came to him in the early 60s and said, all my stuff is starting to sound way too much like jazz, and I fear losing the country audience that I've achieved in the 1950s, so I need something that's got a little bit more country flavor to it, and see what you can do for me. So the story goes that John started playing the song for him, you know, the first part, which was, and I guess Chet just started playing the song and basically knew where the song was going at that point, and so he ended up kind of writing it along with John as time went along on the song. But it was kind of a monster hit for Chet. It zoomed to #1 on the country charts, and it's another one of these songs that I've talked about in previous YouTube recordings that I've done that a lot of people want to play. It's a great song. It has a lot of different versions. The one that I just played for you is a little bit of a Doc Watson version. I had the pleasure of seeing Doc 3 or 4 times over the years, back in the 80s when he was performing so much, and I got the pleasure of actually opening for he and his son one night and had lunch with him one day. 2 of the greatest guys that I ever met, complete gentlemen in the business, and he did a great version of this song. So let's start off with the intro to the song. And the way Doc did it was he would use kind of a Merle Travis technique, and that was when you do the downbeat, you grab more than one string. You flatten out your thumb pick a little bit and just let it float over 2 strings, and it gives you almost a chord effect. You can't do it sometimes when you're trying to do more than one melody note, but you can do it when you have some dead spots in the song. So we'd start off with an A minor chord, and you just have a hammer on the 6th string to the 3rd fret, open 6th string to 3rd fret, then right into the chord. Once again, you want to use the A minor chord, and you notice I'm doing some fairly heavy mutes here with the right hand. So you keep the fat part of the hand down here across the strings, and it's up to you as to how much you want to mute it out. But if you don't, it just starts to overpower things, and the bass notes always overpower the treble strings because they're so much louder. And once again, I use that Merle Travis technique in the beginning here, where I just rake across the 3rd and 4th strings. Once again. What I'm doing in my left hand here is after I play the 3rd and 4th strings, I let up, but I don't come off of the strings because I just want to deaden the sound. I don't want the sound to just keep going and overring. I don't want it to attenuate too much. So what I do is, and just lift. So you're not off the strings, but you just let off the tension so it stops the vibration. It takes a little time to learn how to do that. But be patient with it, and you'll have a lot of fun with music, because I do it all the time. And after a while, fingerstyle players don't even realize that they're doing it. But you want that nice kind of percussive staccato sound in the bass. So once again, the intro. Then we go into the first part of the song, or the main body of the song. So what we have are several parts that rotate around the body of the song, but after each new part, you come back to the body of the song.